It's a big day for the dumbest tennis fan you know, because after 5 years of being useless and proven to be completely clueless, Ptpa decided to take the next step in their grifting endeavors by filing a lawsuit against the ATP and WTA. And all the superstars are involved in this whole ordeal, like the showstopper, show stealer, the biggest draw in the whole tennis world, Riley Opelka. His genius is legitimized by him coming up with an amazing idea of eliminating doubles as a whole, because they don't draw money like the money-making machine that is Opelka himself, which means that his involvement gives this lawsuit instant credibility. Following that, this lawsuit also includes tennis influencers like Kyrgios. I'm glad to see my fellow colleague involved in this attempt to save tennis from the bad guys. And I mean, what a selfless man Nick is, and even though he is illiterate and unable to comprehend simple text based on his constant brain-dead comments about the Sinner case, he still added his name to this lawsuit because he knows that the world needs him. He knows that he is tennis's messiah, and he's definitely not a huge narcissist who only cares about himself. And finally, the brains behind the operation, Vasek Pospisil. Just look at how articulate, intelligent and thoughtful this man is.
Has anyone gone down because of said threats that you guys are accusing anyone of? Has anyone lost anything based on the threats that you guys are claiming?
No, and that's kind of the point.
Forget the real big three, these three will change the history of tennis. But they are not alone. As per the word of Pospisil himself, they spoke to over 300 players prior to filing the lawsuit. And they were all extremely supportive, and nothing shows extreme support like not actually putting your name in the lawsuit, cause that's how you start a revolution. On an unrelated note, I definitely spoke to 400 ATP and WTA players about the tennis YouTube, when they all in unison said, and I quote, "Oh, that nightmare guy is so lovely, smart and sexy. Everybody should subscribe to him immediately." And I mean, you shouldn't really go against their word, so do what they all said now. But on a serious note, it is very hard to believe that this lawsuit will do anything for the sport, and it's even harder to believe that the three of the biggest narcissists on the ATP tour, Kyrgios, Vasek Pospisil and Riley Opelka, guys who never cared about anyone but themselves, will actually care about the well-being of the sport as a whole. For every valid claim in the suit, there is a bogus one where they get a chance to expand on their ideas and prove that they are not just pseudo-revolutionary entity, they freeze. They say things that are irrelevant or without any substance, or they are unable to provide any solutions to actually existing problems. Cause there are those, like the schedule for example, but again, instead of providing any solutions, the association becomes experts in virtue signaling, and the worst thing is that there are crooks who will eat that up. But then in the next sentence they'll say that the other tennis fans are the gullible ones. This whole situation is just useless noise that nobody will care about apart from PUBG, and he is a fucking idiot, so do with that information what you will. With that being said, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, take it easy, my friend.